Hello, welcome to News of China. Today, Saturday, November 25th. I'm your host, Lu Yang. This is ETV News right now. Budget carrier Spring Airlines plans to list on an overseas stock exchange in 2009 to attract international capital to fund aircraft purchases. Wang Zhenhua, the Shanghai-based airline's president, made the announcement at a ceremony to receive its fourth A320 aircraft from Airbus. The airline has submitted an application to the General Administration of Civil Aviation of China to buy 20 of the 150 A320s that China ordered during French President Jacques Chirac's visit to Beijing last month. Wang said that the airline had yet to decide where its listing would take place, but it would be required to make a profit for 3 years before it can go ahead with an initial public offering. In the meantime, Wang said the company would look to a private share placement for its funding needs. Citigroup is a likely investor once the sale is completed in 2008. Spring has so far made a net profit of at least 20 million yuan this year, a sharp turnaround from the 2 million yuan loss it notched up in 2005. New York Stock Exchange Group Inc. Chief Executive John Tan travels to China next week on a mission to lure more listings to the world's largest stock market. The New York Stock Exchange now trades shares of only 31 companies from China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. But Chinese companies have been among the hottest initial public offerings this year, and persuading more to list could make it easier for individual investors in the United States to gain access to their shares. Tan will give a speech at the China-Europe International Business School in Shanghai on Tuesday, focusing on growth in the Chinese capital markets and New York Stock Exchange leadership in driving globalization. He will also spend time meeting with some of China's biggest companies in Beijing, trying to persuade them to join the New York Stock Exchange. There are currently 18 companies from the People's Republic of China listed on the exchange, with a combined market value of $458 billion. An online game player this month won a lawsuit for thousands of dollars against Chinese game operator Shanda because of devalued virtual game equipment and a damaged reputation. Shanda lost the lawsuit filed against the company by the player, whose account was suspended for alleged account theft, according to a court in Hunan Province. The People's Court of Hongyang County decision was made on November 15th and should have been delivered to Shanda. Shanda is allowed to appeal within 15 days. However, Shanda's spokesperson Zhu Gehui said he still could not confirm the judgment. The company's legal department also refused to comment regarding plans for an appeal. China's Chery Automobile has canceled plans to export cars to the United States through a joint venture with U.S. entrepreneur McCall Brickling. Chery said it was not ready to sell cars in the world's biggest car market, although Brickling, who introduced the Subaru brand to the U.S. in the 1960s, planned to import 250,000 Chery cars through 250 U.S. dealers as early as 2007. The joint venture, Visionary Vehicles, also planned to develop 5 low-cost cars with luxury vehicle content. Chery was not moving fast enough to do all of these cars. It may still assemble some cars for Visionary on a contract basis. Visionary Vehicle spokeswoman Wendy Tosh was quoted as saying by the South China Morning Post. Jing Yibo, a spokesman for Chery Auto at its headquarters in eastern China's Anhui province, confirmed that the deal was off but refused to elaborate. Shares of China Unicom Limited, a Hong Kong-based provider of wireless and internet services, surged to a new 52-week high after financial analysts upgraded the stock based on the assumption that the company could sell off some of its parts. The jump in share price comes roughly 5 months after SK Telecom Company, South Korea's largest wireless carrier by revenue, agreed to buy $1 billion in China Unicom convertible bonds. The two companies also agreed to form a business alliance on their CDMA businesses. On Friday, Morgan Stanley analyst Lina Y. Choi upgraded the stock to overweight from equal weight and said China Unicom CDMA business should continuously improve throughout 2007. Shares of China Unicom, which have traded between $8.03 and $11.67 over the last year, were up 72 cents or 6.5% at $11.83 in Friday's afternoon trading on the New York Stock Exchange. Earlier in the session, shares set a new 52-week high of $11.92. Income from Chinese search engine Baidu.com nearly doubled the combined income of internet giants Google and Yahoo's China divisions in the third quarter, according to an industry report released yesterday. Market share of the two overseas search engines in China stayed flat or decreased from the second quarter because of Baidu, which took nearly 57% of the market, according to Analysis International, a Beijing-based IT research company. A series of new products like Accurate Marketing helped Baidu increase the number of its active online marketing customers by 13.3% from the previous quarter. Third quarter revenue of all search engines in the world's second largest internet market, from sponsored links, auction ranking of keywords, and other advertisements, grew by 11% from a year ago to 460 million yuan. China's Fuwei Films Holdings Company Limited, a maker of plastic film for consumer packaging, said on Friday it is planning an initial public offering of 3.75 million shares at $8 to $12 each. The company, which is located in Weifang, Shandong, filed a preliminary offering document with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. It's seeking a Nasdaq listing under the symbol FFHL. Maxim Group, WRA Hambridge, and Chardan Capital Markets will underwrite the IPO. Carlyle Group plans to lead a $5.4 billion all-cash offer to Advanced Semiconductor Engineering Incorporation, the world's largest chip packager, tapping global growth in demand for computer and mobile phone components. Advanced Semiconductor's chairman Jason Chang, who holds 18.4% of the Kaohsiung-based company in Taiwan, will join the bidding group, the Washington-based buyout firm said yesterday in a statement. The group may offer $1.18 a share, a 9.86% premium to the company's closing price yesterday. Carlyle said talks with the group haven't concluded and a formal offer may not be made. Those are news today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.